to Fermion classes, and today we are going to study about what is Kirchhoff law and what are the first and second law of Kirchhoff. Okay, so mainly Kirchhoff has given two laws. Okay, Kirchhoff has given two laws. The first law says that the algebraic sum of the electric currents at any junction of electric circuit is equal to 0. Okay, what this means is that the sum of the current entering into a junction is equal to the sum of the current leaving the junction. Okay, let me elaborate. If you have a junction, and a current is coming, okay, here it is a junction, and you have a 3-wire connection, let it be a junction. So, and you have a current that is equal to, here it is I1, it is I2 coming, and it is I3. So what does the current comes, that is, it is the summation of that I must be equal to 0. Okay, so at the junction the sum of current entering is equal to the sum of current leaving that junction. So here it is a junction. Okay, this is the junction here. Okay, this I1 is coming here, and I2 is entering into the junction, and I3 is leaving the junction. Okay, so what here will be, here the equation of the current will be I1 plus I2 must be equal to I of 3. Okay, this is the Kirchhoff's law, Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, we call it KCL. Okay, what here it denotes that the current entering into a junction, is equal to current leaving the junction. Okay, so junction law supports the law of conservation of charge, because this is a point in a circuit which cannot act as a source or sink of the charge. Okay, so what this point says, that what junction law support law of conservation of charge, that means if you have charge Q in a circuit, so it can't be act as a source, or a sink. Okay, so the charge, okay, what does the Kirchhoff's second law, or KVL, we say it KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. Okay, what does it denotes? Okay, in any closed mesh of an electrical circuit, the algebraic sum of EMF of cells and the product of currents and resistance is always equal to 0. Okay, so what does this denote? Let you have a circuit. Okay, you have a circuit, something like this. It have a element resistance, and this have a battery of something E. Okay, and this is of resistance R. So Kirchhoff's second law say that in a closed mesh, this is a closed mesh. Okay, you see a loop here, it is a closed mesh. Okay, and the algebraic sum of EMFs of the cell in this closed mesh. Okay, in this closed mesh, the EMF of the cell and the product of the currents and the resistance, it is a resistance, and the product of this will give I and R, that is also equal to a EMF or V, voltage. Okay, this is output voltage. So summation of all the voltages must be equal to 0. Okay, so if we talk about this circuit, if you move like this, okay, anti-clockwise, so it will be something E. If we take this as positive terminal, because it is positive, so it will be positive, and it will be negative, it will be E minus IR, that is equal to 0. Okay, so here it is only one resistance. Okay, you are seeing here that it has only one resistance. Because here it is one resistance, there is a one voltage variable. Okay, if you have number of combination of resistances, then what will be? It will be sigma of IR. Okay, sigma of IR. That is, let me take another example. Let I take some two resistances in series. Okay, and then we will apply what? KVL. Okay, let I have a circuit like this. It has two resistances like this. Let it be 2 ohm and it be 1 ohm, and it is of 10 of volt. So what does KVL says? The summation of all the EMF plus the summation of all the product of what? Current and resistances. Current and resistance. Let I is flowing through this circuit. Okay, let I current is flowing through this circuit. Okay, so what equation we will get? This is positive, this is negative, so it will be positive, it will be negative, this will be positive, it will be negative. So here we will get plus of, if we see this loop, we will go through this loop. Here it is what? Minus to plus. Okay, the sign convention will be in the loop. Okay, the current is entering and leaving through positive, so I will take positive as a direction. Okay, it will be plus of 10, then minus of, because here current is leaving through I, it will be minus of 2 into I. Then again in this element, this resistance, current is again leaving through minus of minus terminal, then it is minus of I, and this all is equal to 0. So it is what? KVL. Here we applied KVL. Okay, here the net charge in the energy of a charge after the charge complete a closed path must be 0. So this also follows what? This also follows conservation of energy. Okay, now what is Wheatstone bridge? Okay, it is an arrangement of four resistance connected to form arms of the quadrilateral. Okay, it is a what? It is an arrangement of four resistances. Okay, so I am making some four resistances like this. Okay, and what it says, of arm and connected to form arms of quadrilateral. Okay, so I am making it a quadrilateral. Okay, I made it a quadrilateral. Let it be something P, this element be Q, this may be R, and this will be S. Okay, so now what we have to do, and are connected along its two diagonals respectively, where P and Q, this P and this Q is what? Ratio arms. Okay, R is something known resistances, and S is an unknown resistance. So and we have to find what? S. Okay, so this will be connected to a battery, and what if I have a galvanometer here like this, a galvanometer? So what will happen? Let us see. So the bridge is said to be balanced when what will be there? Okay, so the bridge will be said to be balanced under a condition when in this Wheatstone bridge P by Q is equal to R by S. Okay, so P by Q is equal to R by S. Then if this condition is fulfilled, then this circuit is called as balanced Wheatstone bridge. Okay, the bridge should be shown to be balanced Wheatstone bridge. Okay, so in this case VB will be equal to VD, and you have seen the galvanometer, and there will be no current in this galvanometer. So current in this galvanometer will be 0 in this case. Okay, I must be 0, so no deflection in this galvanometer. It will not deflect. Okay. The Wheatstone bridge is said to be sensitive, so if it gives ample deflection in the galvanometer, even a slight change, okay, even a slight change, if you get a resistance, for sensitivity of galvanometer, the magnitude of the force resistance PQR should be in the same order. Means what you should be, if it is in ohm, it must be also in some ohm, not in kilo ohm or in mega ohm. Okay, so it will be in a good manner. Okay, so it is so sensitive, so it can deflected easily. Okay, so this is much for today's class. Okay, in next class we will solve some question on this, and we will study about what is meter bridge. Okay, so thank you, and we will solve some question also on galvanometer and Wheatstone bridge, and also in meter bridge. Okay, so thank you.